What up, man? It's your big brother K-Rino. Back at y'all, man. Back at it like a jackrabbit or a crack addict, however you want to look at it. And open topic tonight, depending on where you're at. So I'm glad to be here with y'all, man. There's a lot of stuff happening in this world, in this crazy, mixed up world. And we want to discuss as much of it as we can in whatever time we spend together here on this live stream. So open topic is always really y'all moment. This is y'all show to ask me whatever it is y'all want to ask me, or enlighten me on whatever it is y'all may want to enlighten me about. There's a lot of stuff happening that I have no clue about. I have no knowledge of, and a lot of times when we have these conversations, y'all be putting me up on game the same way that I try to put y'all up on it. And if it's things that I'm interested in, I go look at it and see it. Oh, let me see what he's talking about. So I always appreciate y'all, man. We are a small, intimate community. Not intimate like that, but just we're a close knit community. And so I appreciate y'all, especially on a Saturday evening where I know it's a lot going on. But if you live where I live or anywhere close to where I live in the South, and really around the world, but definitely in the South, it's super hot. It's hot. So a lot of people don't like to be out in this. And even this time of day, still hot. So this is open topic. I got a few things I want to talk about with y'all. I want to give y'all updates on the new album and albums with an S, because your brother gonna drop a few this year. We gonna stomp on their head. We're gonna stomp on their head this year with a few projects. So we get right into it, man. This is open topic. What's up, George? Salute to my brother George, man. We got some things coming up, George. We getting ready to get some more community stuff going, some ARC stuff getting back rolling again. And so I'll be getting at you. Anything you got going, feel free to get at your big brother. Too real for most. Man, you know what? I finally got some news for you, man, for y'all who've been asking me. He said, any word on that Cambada collab? I reached out to Cambada last week. I think that was last week, because I had y'all on my mind. I was thinking about y'all, man. I had you on my mind. I said, you know what? We can't let our people down. So I had actually lost his number. So I hit him up last week on Instagram, and he shot me his number. I haven't called him yet, but we getting ready to make it happen, man. So what is this? September? Let's push for the end of September. But it's coming, man. It's coming. We have communicated. We have communicated, man. Nicosia Hodge. Is that Nicosia? Man, I hope I'm not pronouncing your name wrong. It's either Nicosia. Said, bro, y'all killed that Waterworld 2 trip. Hey, thank you so much. Appreciate that. First of all, shout out to Solo, who invited us to be on the project. Waterworld 2 is out. Y'all go to all of the platforms and get that Waterworld 2 by my brother Sean Solo. Y'all know him from producing hits for Lil Kiki and ESG and too many other artists to name. But he just dropped the new compilation project that features a lot of the artists in H-Town. And, we were honored that he reached out to the South Park Coalition brothers. So myself, Point Blank, Klondike Cat, Dopey, we got a track on there. What's the name of the song we did? Nicosia. I'm sorry. What's the name of the song? We got a song on there. South Park Coalition got a song on there. Street Military got a song on there. A lot of Screwed Up Click got a song. I mean, it's a dope project. I actually listened to it the other night, so I can tell y'all. But I appreciate the love. You know, we're gonna try to represent and hold our part down. We're gonna hold our part down. I appreciate the love, Saul. Animanarchy, they try to bring back the mandates. Try to bring back the mandates. You know how they go, man. You know, I'm coming back to Canada next month too. So, what's up, Cynthia? Cynthia Albro is in the house. Hey, Mr. Kool-Aid, thank you, man. Mr. Kool-Aid said Houston is video and song is dope. Much love from Oak Cliff Tech. Thank you, man. A lot of people slept on that video. I was really I was disappointed in the numbers that video did. The Houston is video that I did when it last year, whatever it was. But I was really disappointed that it didn't get the support that I felt like it should have got, because, you know, I tried to cover the back history of H-Town, like almost from the beginning, but to the current, and a lot of the forgotten history. You know, a lot of things that we represent as H-Town, and a lot of people that we see and know, you know, these are people that are still circulating, the names are still circulating. So in my eyes, it doesn't benefit to mention things that are already in our face all the time. So when I made that song, I wanted to go into the history. I wanted y'all to know who Wicked Cricket was. You know, I wanted y'all to know about some of the venues that we used to perform at back in the days, like the Rhinestone Wrangler, Boomerang, and Club Gucci's on the north side, all these different spots that we used to get down, Chocolate Town, and, you know, all these different rappers that y'all may or may not know about. So that song was a history lesson, and outside of music, just the culture, you know, with sports and all the things we grew up on. So I was I was disappointed that song didn't, not say disappointed that it didn't become a hit song, but, you know, I think the visuals in the video, we captured a lot of the essence of what Houston is. That's the name. That's why I named it that. George say you've been on the LOC. I haven't been able to get on the LOC. I tried to get on there last week. I think I got on at the end, but I have been having trouble getting on for like the last month or so. So glad you've been holding it down. Yeah. Spiky, what's up, Spiky? I see you as usual. The homie. This is open topic, man. So whatever y'all got on y'all mind to talk about, let's get it in. It could be music related. It could be current event related. It's a few things I want to touch on, man. Also, man, I want y'all to go and subscribe to my podcast channel, the Underground Dialogue Podcast. I want y'all to do that now and become a regular. Become a regular on the podcast, and make sure you view the episode. We just interviewed Young Star, and that was a great interview, and we got a couple of great episodes coming up. So we would appreciate y'all's support. Yeah. Thank you, Jack Jones. You know, we always strive to be the best, man. So, but music is a matter of opinion. So, if our song, thank you, it's too easy. If our song is one of your favorites or your favorite, we appreciate that. But no slight to anybody else also on the project. BD, we trying to take over. That's the goal. Michael Bunton in the building, Jimi Hendrix in the building. Whatever happened to you and the H-Town Boys? I like the tracks that y'all did. Well, that was like a one-time deal with some homies of mine, Milton Bradley and the homie Southeast, and we just got together and put together that collab project. But I agree though. I really liked that album as well. Like, it was another slept-on project. But those still my homies. Who knows? Maybe we'll do it again one day. Marvelous Content said, what are your thoughts on Bun B's interview in regards to Texas artists supporting each other more than other coasts? Well, I will say that I agree that Houston artists, did he say Houston or did he say all of Texas, or did he specify Houston? I can't remember. But what I'll say is this, and I can speak in regards to Houston. Um, we have done a 180 as it relates to that topic, meaning that when I first started out, it was hard to get local support because people just didn't believe that somebody in their city, in their neighborhood, or somebody they went to school with or knew personally, they didn't believe that you could do it. It's like, psh, dude, I've been knowing you since kindergarten. You ain't gonna rap. You ain't gonna be no rapper. You ain't gonna make it as no rapper. But so the support was hard, even when you started putting out records. But what Houston demonstrated is that over time, they demonstrated that if you put out good music, they'll support you. Even if you are local, even if you're from here, it's not just about supporting who's popping on the East Coast or the West Coast or somewhere else outside the city. If you are from the city and you putting out good music, people will support you. If you're from the state. So I totally agree with what he said because he referenced, I saw the clip, he referenced the legends. And if you think about Houston, anybody that lives in Houston, you will automatically know that there are certain names that if you in Houston long enough, you're gonna hear on a regular basis. You're gonna hear Screw, you're gonna hear Fat Pat, you're gonna hear Big Steve, you're gonna hear um, current living legends like Kiki and Face and Willie D, the Ghetto Boys. You're gonna hear ESG, South Park Coalition, those names come up, you know. Swisher House, Slim Thug, Paul Wall, Mike Jones, Chameleon. Though, even if guys haven't dropped records in years, they are still held up and mentioned and respected. Now, so to me, he was 100% right. Now, as it relates to other regions, I don't think that I'm qualified. I would think that Bun gets around a little bit more than me. I would think that he's in more of those circles than I am, and he may frequent those regions more than I do, to where I don't think I would be qualified to make a comparison. But on how they treat their legends, but I know for a fact he was spot on when it came to Houston. Now there are other legends that get slighted here and there that don't get to mention, but I mean that's just part of the process. It's hard for everybody to get their props. It's just hard. So those of us who know certain people who deserve their name to be mentioned with whoever else, we got to be the ones to mention it. Like I just talked about Wicked Cricket. A lot of y'all might not know who OG Wicked Cricket is or who he was and all this and that. You may hear me talk about him from time to time, or you may have just heard that name today. But this is one of the pioneers of Houston, one of the first rappers to ever come. I call him the first rap celebrity in Houston. He was the guy that came before all of us. It don't matter who you name, Wicked Cricket came before all of us. And we all looked up to him, and all the way up into his passing, he was still trying to bring the city together and unify the artists and get us to network and work together. So that's a name that should be always mentioned even when you start to mention people like Screw, you know. Um, Wicked Cricket names, his name should be mentioned just like that. So that was an interesting clip, marvelous content. And I agree with Bun because I remember a time when Houston wasn't like that. It's like, man, they just, it was so much division and hate. And people will still say that. There's people that are still saying, oh, man, Houston don't stick together. Or Houston didn't stick together. I feel like you could say that to a degree. There's some elements of truth in that about every city, every region. But I've seen too many events that speak to the contrary, meaning that there have been times where, man, if they have a DJ Screw festival, it's gonna be packed. If they have when Bun did the rodeo thing, it was packed. The whole city came out, 70,000 people, and he did 2 years in a row. Um, some years back, they had when they used to do the Los Magnificos car show in Houston, they would always bring celebrities and artists from different regions, mainstream artists, and they would do good numbers, but they never did bigger numbers than the time they did All H Town. When they did All H Town one year, and they in any of the groups that ever came through the city was on that one stage at the car show, they had to turn people away. Like almost 30,000 people, they had to turn people away because the city came out for the city. So yeah, that was a good question, man. Jacory, what's up, man? The new album will be out, I want to say next month, man. I'm almost done. I've been in the studio. If y'all saw that video I posted last night where I was sweating like a mule, he putting in work, man. Yes, sir. Understand with DZ, yeah, man. Shout out to the homie DZ. Shout out to the homie Ghetto Rancho. Oh, you heard that song already? I didn't even know that was out. Okay, you say you do music with. Oh, okay, cool. That's what's up already. Yeah, that's gonna be a dope song too. What's up, Roderick? I see you. Mr. Kool-Aid been watching the podcast. Thank you, man. Thank you, man. But we got a few episodes up since the Face episode. Underground Dialogue Podcast. Y'all go subscribe and please watch the episode. Don't just subscribe just to think you're doing me a favor. I want you to subscribe and then I'm trying to get that light off of there. I want you to subscribe and actually watch. Because we be saying some stuff, man. Roger says, what do you think about Africa fighting them colonizers back and kicking them out? Yeah, I mean, it's long overdue, but anytime that we show a show of unity, wherever it is, as Black people, that's a beautiful thing, and it's something that's needed, and it's something that is reflective of the times because um, the colonizers, as you say, and as we say, they have gotten so comfortable running the same play in the same set of plays against us. And Africa has been the hub, the key center, central point where they have come in for centuries and stolen and extracted or swindled resources from the mother continent. And with the biggest resource ever being us as Black people that they took. So now, where there's people, where there's diamonds, where there's other resources, um, it's time to put a stop to it. It's time to put a stop to it. And that should be a reflection of what we should be, the mindset we should be getting into over here in America as being um, Black descendants of slaves and our ancestors being those people, those resources who were stolen out of Africa centuries ago. So we should look at anything that we see across the water as signs of things that will come and visit us. And if it's something that's good, then we should be motivated to get with that type of a program. Because here we all been over here 460, 70 years, however long it's been, and a lot of us are still caught up on the and under the political spell, under the spell of American and politics, and we still think that that formula, that system is somehow going to be a benefit to us as Black people. And it never has. And it doesn't matter um, if you're Democrat, Republican, Independent, Green Party. You got all these people that try to present other alternatives to what has been the norm, but it's still under that umbrella. There's still a shadow government to where even if an independent was somehow to win, which would never happen, even if a Green Party or a Purple Party would win, which would never happen, but just say hypothetically that they do would win at the seat of the presidency, that they don't run anything. They don't run anything. See, they're figureheads. So there's no possible way that change will be implemented. And a lot of them that come in, they don't have it in their mind to institute change on behalf of us anyway. They could care less. Now they'll talk that on the campaign trail to get in. They'll fool a lot of Black people into thinking, oh, well, he's different. Oh, she's different. Well, listen to what his platform is. Listen to what it don't matter. Now you're free to do whatever you want to do. You're free to support and ride with whoever you want to ride with. But man, America is a sinking ship. So it don't matter who you hire or who they select and choose to be the captain of the ship done already hit the iceberg. So as the Honorable Elijah Muhammad says, we need to be trying to get out the way. We need to be trying to unify and do what Africa's doing, just unify and remove the colonizers from us, starting with the removal of the colonizers from here. See, you have physical removal, but the physical removal cannot precede the mental removal. You got to get them out your mind, the dependency. You got to get it out your mind, the belief that they are your saviors. You got to get it out your mind, the belief that their talking points and their programs and platform is going to be different from the same result that we've seen the last hundreds and hundreds of years. They did a number on us, man. Ain't no president gonna save this. God already tearing it up. He already tearing it up. Like Mr. Farrakhan say, watch the weather. You see, he tearing it up. And those in denial, they don't like to give credit to the God for that. They say, oh well, that's the government, that's HARP and they're nah. Oh, man. They ain't got that much juice, bro. What do you think about the over 2,000 children missing in the Maui fire? So there are 2,000 children missing in Hawaii after the fire. Well, let me ask you a question. What do you think? What's being said? What are they saying? Are baby nuggets? Are you saying that there's some kind of What are you saying? What do you think about it? Think some kidnapping going on, some trafficking going on? I hadn't heard that. Hand over fist. What's going on? What's up, L? Elizabeth Perez says AC Chill. Come on, man. AC Chill, my brother. One of the greatest to ever do it. That's what I'm saying. Those are names, man, that have to be uplifted and held up and brought to the introduced to some and represented to others. Because there are people who don't know who AC Chill is. But he was a member of our group, the South Park Coalition, one of the hardest rappers you will ever hear in your life. That's my brother. See? Just like Wicked Cricket. And I want y'all to understand something real quick. Every soldier ain't falling. Because we talk about our fallen soldiers as we should. But there are a lot of walking, living, breathing legends and soldiers that are still active, that are still standing strong, still perpendicular. And they should be lifted up too. See, when you scream their name in the church house, when you hollering in at the casket screaming their name, they can't hear you no more. But if there's a show and they on that stage and you scream their name, they can hear you. And I guarantee you that a scream and a holler and an acknowledgement issued out to somebody who can actually hear it and appreciate it is far more valuable than to wait to be at a person's funeral hollering and screaming in the casket. So we just got to make more of a conscious effort. We just have to make more of a conscious effort to just show love. And I ain't just talking about to rappers and celebrities and singers and entertainers. I'm talking about to your cousin. Talk about to your uncle, your homeboy, your mama, your wife, your husband. Go in there. You don't have to wait to somebody's birthday to do something good for them. You don't have to wait for it to be an anniversary, or for those of y'all who celebrate the so-called holiday. You don't have to wait. What if you just randomly did something good for somebody just on a day that's not a holiday or a birthday? Because that little bitty shot that you give them, that little bitty boost that you give them that was unexpected, it goes a long way, man. It goes a long way. It's like a power nap. You know, you sleepy, you out of there, but you might lay down and get you about 10 or 15 minutes in, and you're like, okay, cool. I can make it through the rest of the day now. That one thing you do or say for somebody, it may get them through something that you might not even know they was going through at that time. That's better than an energy drink. An energy drink's killing y'all. Yep. Bad News Brown says brothers don't want to organize. No, brothers want to organize. It's Negroes that don't want to organize. Freedom comes with responsibility. We have been discouraged to like knowledge and order. Yeah, they did a number on us. The conditioning process is real, but when you got the people, see, the world consists of multiple types of people with different types of thinking, thought processes. You have people that are like-minded to that cause. It's about locating the people who are like-minded, and then the consolidation of said people. See, so at the end of the day, if we take so much time focusing on who ain't doing it, that number is gonna always outweigh the number of people who are about their work. See, so that can be a a detrimental way of thinking if we get tricked by looking at the ratio. It's never, see, people, you see these t-shirts all the time, you see being real ain't popular, it's because it's the truth. It's like when you are somebody that's fighting for a just cause, you are somebody that's fighting for freedom, justice, equality, you getting out doing work, you trying to organize, you have to realize coming in that you are in a minority. You in a minority. It ain't but a handful of people that had that kind of mindset all around the world. See, that's why even in the times of slavery, there were many slave revolts, there were many slave rebellions, there were many escapes and escape attempts done, but those don't compare to the many, 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 many more who didn't want to do that. They were all, I'm chilling, I'm good, I'm staying. See, so that comes with the territory. We got to know what we into. Never look at who's not. And I always use a comparison like when we do concerts. I'm an independent artist. We throw our concerts, and sometimes we do very well. We pack the house out. Sometimes we don't. Sometimes it may not be the crowd we expected. But the appreciation is centered towards the people who actually are there, the ones that did come. I'm not going to let my performance be affected by unknown people who didn't show up. I can't control what they decided to do that night. So if I see a bunch of empty space in the venue, I can't perform to the empty space. I have to perform to the person standing next to one of the empty spaces. I have to establish eye contact and give energy to the scattered out people that are there. That's how you got to look at this movement and this work. You give energy to the people who are on side of you putting the work in with you. Not saying, man, it should have been where everybody else at, man. This ain't, nah. Hey, man, can't control that. And maybe sometimes when it's not enough people there, maybe that falls on us. Maybe we didn't do a good enough job of getting the word out. So it's not always on the people. Maybe we got to mash the gas a little bit more. Who's that lady? Who's that lady? I see you. Who's that lady? And see, George says we've been organized, and that's true. See, a lot of movements that have already been in place, they may not have the recognition, or a lot of movements, the origins of those movements, they sometimes have an underground origin where the development, the powering up of those organizations are taking place out of view of the masses of the people. It's been happening. See, again, another music analogy. We have heard songs that hit the radio and hit the mainstream, and then it's just the biggest hit. And then somebody that's from the city says, oh man, that song been out. Nah, he put that song, he dropped that song 2 years ago. He just was pushing it. He never gave up on the song. See, you take the song to one DJ and he played and nobody really responded to it. Oh, well, that wasn't a good song. It may not have been a good song, but it might have been a good song. You just gave up on it too quick. So you keep pushing. And sooner or later, you start figuring out new ways to market and promote and strategize to build it up. And then before you know it, something pops or the right DJ plays it in the right situation, and before you know it, boom. And everybody's talking about this new song. Nah, that song been out. Same with a movement. When it pops open and now it's above ground and everybody can see what's going on. So, oh man, this new organization, this new, and then you hit a backstory. Now, man, we've been doing this 10 years. So the moral is to not give up, even when we have people around us that don't seem to be. See, it's always, and this is the life lesson for all of y'all. When you find out early, when you're trying to do something and put something together, and you find out early that people that you thought was in with you, when you find out early that they not, that is a blessing. That's a good thing. You want to know who's really with you and who's really not. You don't want to get deep in, and then you develop a dependency on a particular person or people that you may have assigned a role to that is vital in the success of your organization, in the success of your movement, and then all of a sudden they not doing what they're supposed to do. Now the whole movement takes a hit. The whole movement takes a L, because it's like, man, this dude, this female, she don't want to get down. She not true to it like she said she was. Because now the more we elevate, the more work that's gonna have to be done. And everybody ain't built for the long haul. You got people that are built for the, you got people that can run the 40-yard dash with you. You got people that can run the 100 with you. When you got to run that 2 mile at 8 times around, when you got to run a marathon, everybody ain't built for the marathon. Some people are just built for the sprint. So the earlier that you find out, that's like a relationship. You fell in love and too early, fell in love too quick, and now you just invested all your resources into this person, and y'all just met 2 months ago. Moved them in, and we finna get married. We married. What's mine is yours. See? And then you find out that their motives were not in the right place. Their heart wasn't in the right place, and you take a L. Now they want half your stuff, or they trying to just ruin you. If you'd have found that out earlier, maybe you wouldn't have made them. It's people that find out, they still to do it. No, man, she wouldn't do me like that. Girl, he wouldn't do me like that. He told me what happened with his last wife. Yeah, and it was her fault. Yeah. He told you his side of his lie of the stories. Open topic, man. Tell me what's on your mind, and we'll get it in. I'm gonna do these little commercials every so often, man. Subscribe to the Underground Dialogue podcast. There we go. Subscribe to the Underground Dialogue podcast, man. That's not just some random podcast I'm trying to get y'all. That's actually our podcast, me and my brother Keisto. Deeper Elevation, I see you. Hey, man. Hold on, time out. Somebody just... Look, man, why do this keep coming up? I was talking to my brother. Shout out to my brother and my friend, Anthony Maharib. He's a great attorney, and we play basketball together. So we was talking last week, and he said he was at a restaurant a while back, and he heard this white family talking among themselves, And he said the father told the son when Rapture came on, the song that Hand Over Fist is referencing, and he told his son, that's the first rap song. No, the hell it ain't. Blondie did not do the first rap song. See, we got to learn our history. No, the hell it ain't. Let's get that straight. She did the song Rapture, but there had been rap music out and released long before she did that song. Let's get it straight now. This is how history gets stolen. But it's funny that that came up because this is like the second or third time that we've had that conversation in a week. Open topic, y'all. How many of y'all have subscribed to my podcast? I'm gonna keep talking about this podcast. Y'all might well get ready. How many of y'all have subscribed? Not have not. I know it's gonna always be one of y'all to come up. I haven't subscribed. I'm saying have. If you have, just say yes, sir. Give me a confirmation. Because I'm trying to practice what I preach. I'm not gonna worry about the people who haven't. I'm just gonna show love to people who have. Try to practice what I preach. Jado, I see you. I'm trying to catch up, y'all. Trying to catch up, man. South says, praying 5 times a day, fasting, Ramadan, believing in one God, pilgrimage to Mecca, giving to the poor. You laying out them pillars. Oh, okay. Somebody asked that question. Okay. I was way up. I didn't see that. What are the key principles to becoming a Muslim? Yeah, doing your shahada and striving to live it. That's the key. A lot of those things that we see, you know, the prayer, the fasting, the pilgrimage, those are great things, but the work, like we say, giving to the poor and just, you got to live it. Do the best you can. Roderick says, I don't even hang around people lives in like low vibration. Yeah, man, you can't do that. That brings your energy down. Depressed, complaining, never satisfied, always got a problem with stuff type of people, man, that bring your energy down. You get locked into a bubble of negativity. You don't want to be locked into a bubble of negativity all the time because you can find yourself not even realizing that you're in that bubble, because we as human beings, one of the traits that we have as human beings that works for us and against us is our ability to adapt to any type of circumstances or most circumstances. So when we adapt to whatever that environment is, if that environment is negative, then we adapted to that. If that environment is positive, we adapt to that and we start to become that. And negativity can become the norm for us. So if negativity starts to become the norm, then the norm becomes something that we don't even look at as being an issue. We start making excuses for the negativity. Well, man, that's just how it is, man. I mean, it's where we live. This how life is, man. I mean, that's how it is. So just got to deal with it. No, you ain't got to deal with it. You change your condition. We have the power to change our condition. See, why is it that 4 children can grow up in the same household, have the same 2 parents, live under the same roof, but maybe 1 or 2 of them turn out to be something successful? Had the same opportunities. You ate when everybody else ate. You went to the same schools. But why is it that maybe 1 of those children turns out to be the one who do? Why is it that 1 of the other 4 end up in prison? See? Why did 1 end up on drugs? Why did 1 just kind of be mediocre and not really doing nothing? But they all had the same. See, it's something in you that you have that a parent can't force, and in some situations, not even a circumstance can make certain people who just don't want nothing out of life. Circumstances won't even make them look around and say, "Man, this is messed up, bro. I gotta stop living like that." How many of y'all have actually said at some point in your life to yourself, "Man, I gotta do better than this, bro. I can't keep doing this. I can't keep living like this, man." I've said that. I mean, I ain't ashamed to say I did a life assessment and went like, "Bro, it's almost funny, like, dude, come on, man, you better than this, man." How many of y'all have actually done that? You got to do it sometimes, because you'll get caught up in thinking that BS is regular. It's normal. It's like, yeah, well, that's how it is. It's just how it is, man. We poor, man. And then you'll try to impose that on other people. Man, I don't know why you trying to do that. I don't know why you trying. It ain't gonna work. We poor, man. It's just how it is. You just like us. It's always somebody who hate themselves so much they want to impose their self-hate. They want you to be a self-hater. You gotta look in the mirror sometimes and say, "Bro, I gotta step up, man. I gotta do better, man." Because you have the capability of doing it. It's nothing worse than seeing a grown, able-bodied man or woman who have no physical deficiencies, no mental deficiencies. The only mental deficiency you have is that you lazy, that you sorry. You want other people to do for you what you can do for yourself. So you get comfortable and complacent with this. Well, I'm just gonna lay on his couch. Nah. It's a great feeling to have your own. God bless a child that got his own. It's a great feeling to be able to do what you want to do when you want to do it, but also having the understanding of knowing that you have responsibilities in order to maintain and sustain what it is that you're doing. You got to get out there and you got to make it happen. You want to be the king or the queen, but you acting like the crown too heavy. As heavy as the head that wear the crown. The weight of the crown might pull your head down. But you know what you're supposed to do? Strengthen your neck. See? So what makes one child make it and the other 3 that lived in the same house, they didn't turn out too good? It was the person's ability and the person's will to want to do better for themselves. Nothing better. See? When you were a child, unless you was one of them spoiled, brat, privileged children that ran your mama and dad instead of your mama and your daddy running you. When you was a child, when it was time to eat, You sat down and whatever your mama sat down in front of you, you just start eating. Every blue moon, you might fix your mouth to complain and say what you don't want. But if you got the right kind of mama and daddy, they're gonna say, okay, well, you don't eat then, or you don't get to say what you want. You're gonna eat what I put in front of you. So that's cool, because you a child. But when you turn into a grown man or woman and you have to wait to see what somebody gonna feed you, and I wonder what he gonna feed me tonight. Wonder what she gonna make for me tonight. Nah, that means you dropping the ball at some point in your life. You want to have options. Let me, if we want some pretty fish with some macaroni and cheese in that skillet and some mashed potatoes and some lemonade, then guess what? We going to get it. We ain't gotta wait on no mystery to say, man, I hope somebody bring a tuna fish sandwich by here. Nah. If you want a tuna fish sandwich, you can get one of them too. DJ, I know. What's up, Tech? I know you remember me saying I gotta do. Look, we said it together. We said it together. We set up many days like, man, this don't make no sense, bro. This don't make no sense. See, but let me tell you something. See, that's why I'm glad my brother's in this chat, because sometimes I saw somebody put this earlier. I read it. I saw it. It said steel sharpen steel, iron sharpen iron. Same thing, whatever. But man, sometimes as a group, as a collective of friends, family members, you got, sometimes you be in a situation even with your homies, man, where you just messing around. You young, you just blowing time off. You ain't doing nothing productive, right? But any grown man or woman who is a grown man or woman, at some point, you're going to come to a point, and if you got like-minded people around you, y'all are going to sit around each other, 3 or 4 of y'all that don't even have $7 combined. At some point, if you got that mindset, y'all gonna say, hey man, this don't make no sense, bro. Man, we need to do something, man. We need to do something. And that's my brother. We did that many times. That's why we good now. That's why we good, because we was broke together. Y'all see DJ right there? Say, I know you remember. That's my brother. We was broke. Make no sense. Grown men eating noodles and big old jug of juice, dollar jug of juice, and we, nah, man. We had to catch our snap, bro. We had to catch our snap and figure this thing out. And we was young, we like in our early 20s, man, just being trifling like that, man. Figure it out, man. See? But when you got like-minded people who like, yeah. See, what if somebody in a circle like, man, we gonna always be like this. What y'all trying to, man, it ain't gonna work. You can go down there. Them people ain't gonna give you no job, man. Man, what if we were doing that? We never tried to discourage each other's dreams and all that. We never did that. Whatever it is, hey, I remember you and KO went and got that job at that coffee place. I ain't gonna lie, y'all. I didn't go. They went and got them jobs at that coffee place, man. Because of that very reason, you're like, man, dude, we gotta bring in some money, man. Gotta bring in some money, man. Don't keep people around you that don't want nothing out of life. Don't keep people around you that don't want nothing out of life. Because if you are not able to influence them, they're going to try to influence you. Now, if your mind is strong, it's not going to matter if they try to put negativity on you. It's not going to matter. But you just know to remove them or remove yourself from them. But typically what happens is, people who want something out of life, if you got that friend or that family member that don't, your first instinct is to try to encourage them. Well, man, let's go do this. Let's try this, man. Let's try to open this up, open up a business. Let's do this. And if they, nah, man, I don't want to. All right, well, that ain't the person you need to be affiliating yourself with on a regular basis. I don't mean you don't care about them. That's your boy. That's your cousin, your sister. You love them, but to remain in that type of environment or that way around that way of thinking, even if it don't stop your grind, it annoys your grind. Because I'm trying to get down and make something happen, and I either gotta look over and see you being sorry, or I gotta hear you complaining and griping about what you ain't gotten. So you have to, bloop, I'm gonna separate myself from that, man, because I can't concentrate. I got enough problems. I'm trying to get my own self off the ground. Come on, man. Jovan, what's up, nephew? What's your thought process on the new album? Man, come on, man. You know my formula. You're going to get some lyricism. You're going to get some storytelling. You're going to get some real life, true to the bone life lessons. You're going to get some real talk. You're going to get some tough love. You're going to get some knowledge, some exposing of, as I said, another song, exposing the motives of this wicked world. You're going to get all, that's my formula, man. My formula don't change, bro. So you're going to get a gumbo. You're going to get some gumbo of versatility. And Lenny, you got me wanting some Outback. Outback too far. What's up, Marcus? Marcus Israel. Speaking true, man, the importance of words, thoughts, and your perception is more paramount than most give attention to. Hence, I be silent a lot of these days. Deprogram itself for real and always. Yeah. I mean, man, you got to protect. Like I say, how people say protect your energy. That's real, bro. You got to protect your energy, man. People can change your mood, man. See, we like to talk about HARP and the government's ability to alter and tamper with weather patterns and all that. See, the principle of HARP exists in the minds of other human beings because people can HARP you. They can change the weather. They can change the atmosphere in your mind just by what you allow them to impose on you. See? So it ain't about just external weather. That principle represents how people affect your thought process. You be in a great mood until the wrong person come around you. And a lot of times, if you know the person already, you already know when they walking up, you like, oh man. But if you stay around, that's on you. I know a lot of people that when the wrong person come up, they see it. I'm one of them. Like, all right, man, boy, it's good to see y'all, man. I'm gonna get up out of here, man. Blah blah blah. I'm gone. I might speak to him. What's up, boy? I see you. All right, man. I ain't gonna hang around you, cause I know what you about to bring to the table. And now I'm riding home all feeling all funny and down and man, nah. They changed my weather. They harped me. I want to get harped. Trying to tell you, man. Open topic. Underground Dialogue Podcast. Y'all go subscribe to my podcast. Watch the episodes. I'm going to stay on y'all about my podcast. I'm going to get my audience. And I ain't going to worry about the people who don't watch it. I'm going to wrap my arms around all of y'all who do. Yep. Yeah, Jimmy, if you can't influence them, they're going to influence you. So the strongest will is going to win out. That's just life. Now, if the strongest will is one that's dirty, then you're going to turn somebody into somebody that's dirty. If the strongest will is one that's good, then you're going to impose that and turn somebody, and you're going to make them into somebody that's good, that's being better. See, the two questions you have to ask. Am I weak-minded enough to allow people to make me a worse person? Or am I the kind of person that people are better off from being around me? Do I make people better? So you have to honestly ask yourself those kind of questions. It's like, am I a crash dummy? You know, I'm trying to do good, man. I've been staying out the way. I'm trying to do good. But then you get that one phone call, that one homeboy calls, and man, come on, man, we finna go out, man. The stuff you used to do. And then you go, one night won't hurt. Yeah, that'll be the night. Or are you the one that's gonna say, well, nah, man, y'all, man, I don't do all that no more, man. Y'all still doing that? Y'all still doing that? Nah, I'm good. I ain't gonna condemn you or judge you, but I'm good. I'm good. I've transitioned out of that. I ain't perfect. I still got my little struggles and my demons, but I'm stepping stones. I'm trying to. So a person that's striving to get it together, you know how I feel when you trying to do right, and then you have a setback, and you fall back a little bit and do something out of pocket. A person with a little character, you feel bad. You be like, man, I tripped out last night. I snorted some cocaine again. I can't believe I did that last night. You know, you got to be the one to make your homeboy go, yeah, man, you so right, man. Or your homegirl, yeah, you so right. You know, because there's something in them, bro. I can't be the 22-year-old K-Rino, man. I can't be that guy no more, man. He was for that time. We gonna go back out and start selling rocks on the corner again. 52 years old. Yeah, go on out there, fool. Go on out there. Smart. Go on out there. You big dummy. No. Growth, bro. You gotta grow, man. And you gotta be patient. You gotta be patient. I seen one of the dopest comments on online, and it spoke about the principle of it was about being patient. Patient with not just the things that you're trying to accomplish in life, because everything that you set out to do, I want to start my own business, I want to do this, I want to do that. It's a process. It's hard. You're gonna mess up. You're gonna hit a roadblock. You have to start over. It's gonna be all kind of little hitches in the road trying to get there. So you gotta, if you know that you can do it, you got the patience. I mean, the belief in yourself. You gotta have the patience to know that it's probably not gonna happen overnight. Matter of fact, it hardly ever happens overnight. Whatever it is, your music career, your your degree, I mean, whatever it is, starting up your business from the ground up, hustling, you setting stuff out the trunk, whatever, and man, it don't happen overnight. And what else don't happen overnight is your transformation as a person, unless you just really special. But sometimes that transformation takes place over a period of time, so you have to be patient with yourself. So the saying said, the last thing that you see on a fruit tree is the actual fruit. That's the last thing you see. That's the last thing that develops, that comes into reality on a fruit tree, is the actual fruit. And the fruit is the prize. You want to pick the orange, you want to pick the apple, you want to pick the plum. But before the plum, the apple, and the orange, it's the seed, the roots develop, the tree grows up, the flower buds out, or whatever it comes in, the branch, or what, all kind of things you're going to see before you actually get to the point where you see the fruit. The fruit is the last thing. So the reward and the prize of who you become and what you're trying to get accomplished, that's the last thing. You can't skip steps. You're just going to walk outside and it be a peach on the ground. It got to go through a process. Got to be patient, man. Stephen says one of the hardest things I had to let go was my lack of patience. Because you know why? Because at the end of the day, he said, gave it all to God. That's right. The reason why is because at the end of the day, being impatient ain't gonna make it happen no faster, no way. And sometimes being impatient will make you rush a process. It could make you rush a process. And a lot of times when you rush, you're not thorough. You're gonna half do something. You're gonna forget to do something. You're gonna leave something out. Take the time on every step to get the best result. Yeah. What you say, Animal? He is a fool who breaks something to try to find out what it's made of. Well, it's a difference between breaking something and taking something apart. You know what I'm saying? See, if I break it, then it's broke. I've damaged it. But if I take it apart, carefully take it apart, just to see and get an understanding of the components, then that's, to me, that's a different thing. And not necessarily to see what it's made of, although that might be part of it, but you want to see how it works. Dollar Bill, what's up, Dollar? What's going on, man? The comic book is up, man. The alternate cover of the comic book is available for pre-order right now. Put that link down. Put that website down there, Dollar. L says, speaking wise words, giving guidance and advising you, striking mental chords, blood in your veins coursing, giving you the comfort and positive reinforcements. And you start to question in your mind what's the second part? You left us hanging. You left us on the cliff. Yeah. But wise words. universal mother of all, final stage, the best stage. Pull a plum off the tree, but they don't come first. The fruit is the last thing. But the fruit got to go through a process too. You know how hard it is to be born? Women give birth to babies every day. And when the woman gives birth to the baby, she can describe what it was like to carry the baby for 9 months, how her back was hurting, how she couldn't lay like certain ways, and the baby was kicking, and it was an inconvenience. Then she can describe how the labor pains kicked in, it was hurting, and she was in labor for however many hours, hollering, screaming. They had to do a C-section. They had to do this. The baby was tripping. They didn't want to come out. It's all kind of stuff that go wrong, and the mama can describe and the pain she was in. I need an epidural, all this different stuff they could say. But what if the baby could tell you what he went through? What if the baby could say, well, man, I ain't gonna lie, man, I was in that little bitty space. I was cramped up in that little thing for 9 months, bro. I mean, my whole body was just bent like this. Then, when it was time to come out, I had to turn all the way around because I was this way at first, but then when it was time to come out, I had to put my head that way. Then when I came out, I couldn't come out. She was pushing, I was trying to push. My head got bruised coming out. The doctor put it on my head. What if the baby could describe his experience? Then as soon as I came out, dude hit me for no reason. They stuck a thing in my nose. See, so everything is a process. Everybody got to struggle. But the baby represents that fruit. That's the fruit on the tree. It started with a seed. Same thing, man. Come on, man. And you're right, Jovan. None of us asked to be here. But that is not that's not a relevant statement. Of course, you cannot ask something that is not even in existence, does not have the ability to think in order to process a thought and a question to ask. So clearly we didn't ask to be here. But we still have a purpose once we're here, because he that created us all, he has a purpose for us. Now, the proof of that, well, one of the proofs of that is the fact that even the parents are the last to know. The mother don't know that she's carrying a life in her until the doctor said, or until she feels symptoms. These days, women know pregnancy symptoms and all that. But it happened long before the symptoms. See, once the seed did what it did and connected with the egg, and then boom, all of a sudden, conception had already taken place. And she walking around like she was, it's all good. She good. The dude good, he back at work doing what he do. But they had no clue. But God already knew you was in there. He knew you was in there. So to the man and the woman, it might have been an accident. But to the Creator, he ordained that life off the muscle. We don't know what he know. We ain't where he at. That's why Minister Farrakhan talks about the unborn child being the answer to the prayers of our people. So if a woman may have made a decision in a bad situation that she was in to say, well, you know what, I can't keep this child. I'm abort this child. It's like no judgment, no condemnation, but we never know who she got rid of because we gotta trust that God got us. We like saying that. Black folks like saying that. God got me. Oh, no, I ain't worried about nothing. God got me. Until you get in a situation. Wait a minute, I thought God had you. I ain't meaning that. You gotta trust him. KO, what's up, KO? Reminds me of one of your songs with the two in the womb and only one made it. Yeah. That was Escape to the Unknown. But I also got a song just what Jovan mentioned. I got a song called I Didn't Ask. And it's I didn't ask to be here. And speaking from the baby's point of view, but it's a baby who's already born that can't talk, but his mom and daddy are arguing and fighting all the time. But it's from the thought of him if he could talk. You're like, dude, y'all forgetting about me. Y'all doing all this arguing because we get so emotional towards each other that even the well-being of the baby gets put in second place because we so mad arguing with what we trying to get our point across. So we listen, we talk, we focus more on talking than we focus on listening. And I can't understand your point unless I listen to it. Matters how bad I want to talk and say what I gotta say. If I respect the person that I'm having a disagreement with, I have to listen. Okay, let me listen. It's a time in my life that wasn't gonna happen. But you listen. And if you listen and process it, maybe you'll get an understanding of where they're coming from. You get an understanding and say, okay, well, I see what you're saying. I may not still agree with it, but okay, I see why. I get it. But if we just have a shouting contest, they don't get nothing done. Lester, I appreciate the love. Salute to you, Lester Smith, always showing love. Showing love from up above. Underground Dialogue Podcast. Y'all make sure y'all go subscribe. That's gonna be the running commercial throughout this whole thing. Y'all make sure y'all subscribe to this podcast. Watch the episodes, watch the content, comment, engage, interact, share the videos to people who you think might like it. Don't just send it to anybody. Think about your homie or your homegirl and say, you know what? We were just talking about this the other day. I'm gonna send this to you. Check this out. See? Let's build this podcast up, man. L says, man, I wish that y'all would stop fussing. Speak to each. Oh, you okay? Yeah, see, he quoted the lyrics. I didn't even know. I had to read. I was like, yeah, man, I'm a little slow sometimes. My bad. Yeah, that's right, man. Have a grown-up discussion. Yeah. Yeah, okay. We had Justice on there arguing. They did that in one take. That little arguing part at the beginning of that song. If y'all go listen to the song I got called I Didn't Ask, when y'all hear the man and the woman arguing, that's my homie and my homegirl. They did that in one take. It just flowed natural. That's what let you know we all go through the same stuff. They ain't have to script it. It was just like, hey, man, go in there and act like y'all arguing. They ain't have to read nothing. It was like, because we all had that same argument. And they came out the booth. They was like, should we do it again? I was like, no, that's it. That's perfect. Ask K Water. They knocked it out in one blast. Amanarchy said, ask your mother. Ask your father. Lou Hybrid is up in this thing. Open topic, man. Whatever you got on your mind, feel free. Yeah, it sounded real, Rowdy. I mean, I'm telling you, we was like this, like, and you know what was even cold about that? When y'all go listen back to that, they had just met. They didn't even know each other. Ain't like they knew each other and they came together. I went and got him, I went and got her, put them together, told them what the business was, and they went. That's what lets you know we all go through the same stuff. They argued like they was in a real relationship. We was like, cut. See what I'm saying? Come on now. Thank you, nephew. That means a lot, bro. He said K's quality and quantity metrics are unparalleled. Thank you, man. Thank you, man. I strive for that. I work on that. I put out too much music for it to just be for y'all to have to sift through all of the cotton to find the diamond in there. Nah. I wanted to be, ooh, a diamond. Ooh, another diamond. Ooh, another diamond. Oh, that one right there. Ooh, man, you just keep putting them in your pocket. Drew Green, what's up, man? Lester said he purchased 2 copies of Waterworld. Any ideas how to give one away? I mean, you just give it away. Now, if you're trying to do it on like a website, like a contest or something, you know, you probably just come up with a couple of questions and see who answers them the fastest. But you can get that away in the neighborhood because somebody gonna be glad they got it. Yeah. Andre Agony says had to do better because then knew better. Yeah, they say if you know better, you do better, but that ain't always true. A whole bunch of people that know better. People that do stuff every day, man. You know, you got some cat that decide he want to go to a dollar store and shoot up people. He knew better. He knew exactly what he was doing. And he knew it was wrong. See, you got people who want to molest children and they knew better. You got people who rob stores and rob people. They put on masks. You know how they put on a mask? Because they know that they shouldn't be doing it. So they want to cover their identity. They don't want nobody to know it was them. They knew better. You knew better. You just made a decision to do what you wanted to do. So I feel like if you know better, you should do better. But it don't always mean that you do better. DJ Riggins says, what up, K? I'm in Houston for the weekend. Any spots to check out? Maybe a spot in South Park. What do you mean? Just on some sightseeing or just some events like like if it's some shows or something? KO, when is the Zero show? That's not this. When is the Zero show? I know I know you got Zero coming back to the Scout Bar this month, right? September 30th. Okay, all right. So now I don't know, man. If you want to go sightseeing, just in you've been to South Park specifically, right? Okay, so this is what I would tell you. Swing by King's Flea Market. I'll give you a quick little hood tour. I'll give you a quick hood tour to go on, man. Go by King's Flea Market, King's Best Market on Griggs. Griggs is the name of the street. Okay? Go by the Screw Shop. The Screw Shop is in Hiram Clark. That's like probably another 10, 12 minutes from King, but just put it all up. Let's go by the Screw Shop. Where else in Houston, man? You want to see something? See, I don't tell you to go by the NRG Stadium and go by nah. You can. That's cool. I'm talking about some hood spots. Give me another one, y'all. Okay, there you go, Roger. Go by Frenchie. You like chicken? Go by Frenchie's Chicken, man. Right there on Scott. It's on Scott Street. Get you some French's Chicken. Where else? Where else can you go in the H, man? Okay, September 28th, Sada Baby. September 30th, Zero. Y'all bang, bang. Bang, bang. Okay, yeah. Go to Trill Burger. There you go, man. Good thing, man. Hey, man. All about the culture. Thank y'all, bro. Go to Trill Burgers. Trill Burgers is on Shepherd, right? Well, you look it up. Just put it up. Go to Trill Burger, man. Bun might be in there. Who knows? You might get to see Bun B while you're down there. Go to Trill Burger. Yeah. Where else, y'all? Come on. Got to help the homie out, man. He coming to the H. You want to make sure that he go wherever he go back. Where you from? Where you from? Where you from, DJ Riggins? Where you coming from? Wherever you go back, we want to say, well, yeah, he got a chance to see some of the cultural and landmark spots in the city. Oh, okay. I don't know no man. I don't go out to no clubs. If if I wasn't a professional rap artist, you would never see me at a club. So I don't really know of any events, any shows tonight. I don't know if anybody know anything popping tonight. Y'all drop it in there. Okay, from Dallas. Okay, y'all drop it in there so the homie can have something to do tonight, man. Jovan says, do you think your writing technique is better than everyone's in terms of your ability? Nah, I can't say it because I don't know what everybody's writing technique is. I see, I can never say my writing technique is better. All I can say is that it works for me. Because I don't know what, hey man, I don't know what the next rapper do during his creative process. He might stand on his head and spin around like 12 times and then do a backflip. The next rapper might every time he write a song, he might put on a full Spider-Man suit. I don't know what nobody else do when they write. But I can say is that, my technique works for me. And I have several components that are vital, to my getting maximum effort from my writing technique. I have several things that I have to do, when I'm creating for myself, But I can write under all conditions. I've written in all types of conditions, harsh conditions. On the way to the studio with somebody playing loud music that's breaking my concentration while I'm trying to write. On the spot in the studio. You ain't got but 30 minutes. Got to hurry up and get it done. Writing on napkins. I mean, so you got to do what you got to do and you got to do it. But as far as my own, when I'm set in, like, okay, we writing tonight. Yeah, but I can't say mine is better than nobody else's. It's whatever works for you, man. It's whatever works for you. Mental health is real, and unfortunately, it's extremely neglected. Yep, it's neglected, and it's dismissed, and it's underdiagnosed. So somebody who has mental health issues and they are exhibiting those mental illness issues, they get dismissed a lot of times. Like, boy, what ain't nothing wrong with you, boy. And that cry for help never gets answered until he flip out. I didn't know. I don't know why he would do that. Yeah, remember the time he set the cat on fire? That didn't give you a hint? Jimmy, they look like they experienced an alien invasion. They are. That's exactly what's happening. I'm invading their mind. Finders keepers, not building 7 twin towers. And what about the twin towers in the Pentagon? What about it? You mean that inside job, that inside government job? Hmm. See, a lot of people, a lot of individuals say that my writing technique is simplistic, but as long as you disagree, because you can't argue with somebody's opinion. If that's their opinion, then you can express your counter, but you can't argue with them. Tina P, the OG. I can't wait to go back to Texas. So gorgeous. The cows. Tina P saw them cows and was like what? Yep. Yeah, they really out here, y'all. Anybody that ever never been to Texas and just heard about Texas, cows and horses and yep, they really out here. It's got to be in the right place now. But you will see somebody riding a horse through the city in Houston. You're in the right area now. You can just be minding your business, cruising down the street, and you can look to your left, right in the median, and there might be a couple of people on horses just going about their business, right in the middle of the city. Yep. Yes, sir. Steven Skiba, appreciate the love, Steven. Thank you so much, man. Thank you so much. Always a blessing to receive the love. So you got a super chat, Saul? Didn't see it. Didn't write a message. I didn't see it. I didn't see it. Appreciate you anyway. Mike Mister said I jumped in a lift last month and the driver was playing K-Rino here in Memphis. Oh man, whoever that driver is, he's one of my best friends. I don't know who he is. Oh yeah, Memphis always showed me love, man, all the time. Yeah, that's right, Jimmy. Speaking of business card, all y'all just coming on, be sure to subscribe to the Underground Dialogue podcast and check out the episode, check out the content, leave a comment, and share the info. Erica says, I hope your hand is doing well. Man, you know what? My finger never healed right. My finger's still messed up, Erica. I ain't gonna lie. I'm functioning. I got a crippled finger on this hand now, y'all. So me and my love of the game. Appreciate the love, Slick One. Yeah, my finger is still jacked up. See, look how my finger doing. I try to. They may have to break my finger to remake it right. Horses on Homestead, yeah, in the city. I could see if we was in the country. I could see if we was in like Anahuac, wrestling alligators like the lemon. You be riding down Cullen. Dude come right up on side of you. Yeah. You moving to Tanzania, Roger? What's up, Oscar? Appreciate the love. Glad you could make it. Hey man, y'all need to go order the re-release of the comic book. This comic book behind me that I'm pointing to. We re-releasing it with a different cover. We're only printing out 50 copies. So y'all need to go to the website like right now and get that done. Man, how'd you break your toe in half? Man. Yeah. All About the Culture said, I just watched an old interview today you did with Zero. When you two collab, the creation is untouchable. Yeah, that's my brother. That's my brother from another. Derek Kellum. You like that barbecue plates? Man. My new album is called Audio Optics. It'll be out in about a month. Audio Optics is the name of the new album. Y'all be looking for it. Oh, my bad. I said Audio. Audio Optics, not Audio Optics. If you would like to be on the mailing list, let me know. And I'll put my email address. That's the website for the comic book, Oscar, right there under your comment. Martial Arts Productions .space. Ozio, hey Jovan, I know you like to look up words. That might be a word. Go check it out. Yeah. Yay. Klondike Cat, yeah, Cat working on a new project. Cat got some, ooh. You know, because Cat sing and rap. So Cat got the Klondike Cat album, and he got the singing alternate ego version of him, the Diamond Dre album. So he got some R&B, and he got some rap. Yeah. So what did y'all think about that dude that ran up on the stage with Big Daddy Kane's concert the other day? Did y'all see that video that I posted talking about the Big Daddy Kane thing? As a rapper, yeah. As a rapper, well, I won't just say as a rapper, because they run, these cats is running on these stages these days. I ain't gonna say nothing. But these cats they gonna start running up on these stages. You want some likes? You finna get some likes. You want some views? You gonna get some views. Hey man, we sure get a lot of work, a lot of love on this Water World project. I appreciate that. Lil O is on the Water World project. Matter of fact, they got a video. Yeah, Lil O. I think they got the single. Yeah, Lil O is on the Water World project. Yeah, man, the dude ran on stage. I did a video about it, so I ain't gonna go too deep into it, but man, these cats, man. To do that to Big Daddy Kane? You don't do that to nobody, but still, not Big Daddy, man. And yeah, Erica, the security should have the security. I guess it wasn't no security. But had there been, that's a moment where I feel like bodyguards and security guards, I feel like they live for them kind of moments. You gotta, oh my God. Yeah, go check it out. It's on my channel. And I put a link in the description too. Hey man, y'all drop y'all locations Let me shout y'all out. Let me shout y'all out. Let me drop y'all location so I can shout y'all out. I don't know why I've been sitting here with these lokes on the whole time. Look at these little two dents in my head. I've been had these glasses on so long. I got two little dents in my head. Y'all see them? Look, little divots. I got two dents in my head. Oh yeah. Now, he wouldn't even made it to the stage if the FOI was there. He wouldn't have made it at all. He wouldn't even. You know what? And this is something because we talked about this on the Underground Dialogue podcast. New episode coming out. See, security. This is what people got to understand about security. The purpose. One of the main purposes of security is prevention of something happening, not just when it happens, boom, spring into action. Security is about putting something on people's mind, just the intimidation of saying, like, okay, you walk in and you see this guy, oh yeah, I want to step to this dude, but well, he got some pretty mean looking dudes over there. It's a deterrent. That's what the purpose. You don't want to have to use security. It's to put it on people's mind, like, nah, it ain't gonna be an easy one if you try. So when you say the FOI, yeah, it's a perfect example. Because the FOI is always ready and they bought that action. This ain't no just smoke and mirrors with the FOI. You will get mollywopped in a way that you have never experienced before. This is a different kind of training that you're dealing with. But the objective is to not even get to that point. See? That's like people who responsible gun owners, right? See, a responsible gun owner, a lot of times you don't even know that they carry a gun. And a responsible gun owner does not even want to use their gun. They don't want to use their gun. They like, hey man, they hope they never have to use it other than going to the range to shoot and whatever. So security is the same thing. So yeah, to just to build on your statement, if the FOI was securing Big Daddy Kane, even if Homeboy had the idea to do that, it would have immediately left his brain. When he looked up and he saw the FOI, he'd have been like, yeah, me, watch this, man. I'm just gonna run on the stage. Then he's gonna be like, well, let's make a diss record. They don't do it. And if he did try to do it, he wouldn't have got there. If he did say, well, I'm gonna do it anyway, yeah, you can try. But he wouldn't have got there. It'd have been real bad for him. Hold on, man. I forgot to give y'all shout outs. I'm running my mouth. Kane shouldn't have had to put himself in a position where he had to potentially fight. He shouldn't have had to do that, man. Kane should have been able to just look to the side and be like, and let these dudes mop this dude, man. And from what I hear, these guys are, they like some OG rappers out there in the UK, so they got some respectability. But you lose your respectability when you do something childish like that. It ain't Big Daddy Kane's fault that y'all didn't get to perform. That ain't his fault. You take that up with the promoter. You talk to the promoter. See, that is the same type of principle and mindset of a person, a dude catching his woman out with another dude. So you show up at the restaurant and your woman sitting hugged up with another man at the restaurant, and you run there trying to fight the man. Now you don't know him, he don't know you. He may not even know of you, but even if he did, your woman is voluntarily sitting there smiling, hugged up with this dude. So you can't get mad at him. He's not forcing your woman to do something against her will, where now you should fight and protect her. She's glad to be there. So any conversation that gets had needs to be had with her. So she's like the promoter. But it's the weak-minded dudes out, they run up try to fight the dude. Just like a lot of women, they catch their man out with another one. They trying to fight the woman. And she's like, hey, y'all talk that out. Pass right by the dude and try to fight her. Like she owes you some loyalty. She don't owe you no loyalty. The dude don't owe you no loyalty. The woman don't owe you no loyalty. The stranger don't owe you no loyalty. Your woman or your dude owes you the explanation. So Big Daddy Kane don't owe him no stage time. The people are there to see Big Daddy Kane. They came to see him. And Master Ace, I think Master Ace was there too. Shout out to Master Ace because he let me open up for him when I was in the UK. But they don't owe you no stage time. You take that up with the promoter, dude. See, that's when you don't know. That's when you don't know G code. That's when you don't know G code, man. They don't understand. He don't process the G code. They don't get it. Because that's a real, like I say, childish and immature and spoiled and entitled way to act in that situation. I don't get to perform. I'm gonna go out there and stand. I'm just gonna stand right here. See, you reverted back to a child when you did that. Because what it's gonna prove? Just say Big Daddy Kane never said nothing. He just let you stand there and he did his whole show. What you gonna do then? You gonna try to, so he not giving no attention. Now I'm gonna go stand in front of him. You gonna keep on trying to escalate it? What was that gonna prove? What was that gonna accomplish for you? I'm gonna stand on the stage. Nobody feel sorry for you. The crowd was already hollering for Kane. Nobody was going, man, where them dudes at? I thought they were gonna put. You might have had a couple of your little friends out there. You had a couple of your partners, your girlfriend. You told your mama you was gonna perform out there, and she came to see Junior. Other than that, nobody come to see you. You got it like that. Put your own show together. And like I say, I heard these dudes. I heard they got some clout out there, which really makes it worse. That's a bad look, man. That's a bad look, man. I'm giving y'all some OG advice. That's a weak look. If y'all ever come across this video, that's a weak look. That ain't how you handle it, sir. Not how you handle it. You don't disrespect somebody. That's the equivalent of, you know how people, they'll talk down on somebody else to build themselves up. That's what that's kind of like. So if you say, hey man, I really like such and such a rapper, instead of you saying nothing, if you don't like him yourself, I'll go, okay. Or instead of you saying, well, yeah, well, my favorite rapper is such and such. Okay, cool. We leave it at that. You like him, he likes him. But you got people that'll go, my favorite rapper is such and such. And you got other folks that'll go, he better than such and such. He trash compared to. Why you got to talk down on this guy? Just say you like that guy. That's weird to me, man. You ain't got to knock nobody else down to pick somebody else up. Just pick the other person up. Pick yourself up. Build yourself up. Because now, even if that person is what you say he is, I'm not going. I'm on the defensive now because you done insulted my taste. So nobody wins. And the person you trying to promote don't win because you presented him in a wrong way. So he's somewhere way across the country, don't even know who you are, and you getting people to turn on him. Gotta grow up, man. You didn't get on stage, dude. Guess what? See you next time. You're not the headliner, sir. Nobody cares if they don't see you that night. The only people that care that you didn't perform, you, your people that's with you, and the folks that the handful of people that might have came out to see you. Because if it meant that much, once I see Big Daddy Kane is on the stage, I'm gonna know, okay, well, that's the headliner. Ain't nobody going on after him, so this must be it. So if people felt in their mind like, well, I thought we were gonna see those guys. Oh man, I'm disappointed. If you had that many people there feeling like that, they would have left. Well, no, I thought it's gonna be over after Big Daddy Kane. We gonna leave, or they'd have waited. When Big Daddy Kane got through, they'd have been chanting y'all name. The whole crowd would have still been there. You're not that important, dude. In that moment, it's not to say you're not important. It's not to say you don't have fans in a solid history and a fan base and a career. It's not saying that in that moment, it ain't about you. Man, I've been doing this 40 years, bro, but I would have had to eat that night. I would have just had to eat that. I would have had to wear that, man. Hey, man, K, man, look, the time got away, man. We're not going to be able to bring you on. Kane got to go on. Kane ready to go on now. I might go, well, hold on, man. Y'all said I was supposed to, where to promote at, man? I need to talk to, I might do all that. But once the reality hits that, nah, man, ain't nothing we can do, man. The venue shuts down at 2. It ain't no extra, hold on, and they're going to shut down. This thing got to happen. Kane is our headliner, bro. I'm sorry. The time got away. It is where I got to eat that. I got to eat it. I got to eat it. Hell, I've ate it. I know how it tastes. See? Trying to tell you, man. You got to know, bro, I'm not going to ever discourage nobody's confidence or nobody's self-worth and value. I'm not discouraging that. These guys might be great. These guys might be wonderful. But in that moment, man, that ain't got nothing to do with Big Daddy Kane, bro. That ain't got nothing to do with Kane. That show didn't even need y'all. I was in the UK in 2014, going into 2015. I did a quick little run through the UK. Did shows in the UK, did shows in Scotland. And guess who I was opening up for? Master Ace. Same person that was on the show with Big Daddy Kane. I'm sure Master Ace probably went on right before Kane. I was opening for Master Ace. And the way that it worked out was the guy who brought me to the UK, man, he worked his jelly to get me on the Master Ace show. And to my knowledge, they had to kind of like, you know, do their homework to kind of be on some stuff like, okay, well, let me see, you know, who this guy is, and if he, I guess somebody that we wouldn't mind having on the show opening. And the shows we did, It was me, then Master Ace. It wasn't even no other groups before us. So I was honored, like, oh man, that's cool, man. Master Ace let me jump on his run for however long. But I knew my place. I knew my place. I ain't getting up there trying to go over my time and all that. And man, I'm doing good. I want to do 2 more songs, man. Keep my songs playing. Nah, man. Dude, you got 20 minutes. I think I had 20 minutes. Cool. If I can't do my thing in 20 minutes, then that's on me. But if something would have happened to where they would have said, hey man, you ain't gonna be able to get down tonight. For whatever reason, I gotta eat that. I gotta eat it. See, it's levels, man. It don't matter how good I think I am. No matter how long I've been doing it. No, hey man, I'm a veteran too. I've been doing this. Just don't matter. The majority of that crowd was there because Master Ace was there, not because I was there. I had my little scattered out little fans that came to see me. Yeah, I had some love, but you know, you can't be delusional. I know who the majority of these people here for. They here to see Master Ace. So my job now is to use this as an opportunity to familiarize this crowd who may not know me, to familiarize them with me, to make them say, well, hold on, that dude, he all right too. And that's what I did. I got a bunch of love when I came off the stage. I got love from people, man. Well, who are you? Where are you from? People that didn't know me. I'm underground for real, for real. So you use it as opportunity. I ain't trying to show nobody up. I'm just trying to be the best version of me. I ain't trying to upstage nobody. Because I'm grateful that he could have said no. He could have said, well, nah, I ain't put that dude, nah. We don't even need an opener. Come on, man. Yeah, I heard of Rhyme Asylum. Yep. I heard those guys. Brother Sanchez. I feel like I heard of that before, John, but I can't really pinpoint. Philip, will you be the UK again anytime? I don't know. Nothing on the schedule. What part of the UK are you in? I was in Manchester. I was in Nottingham. What part of the UK are you in? Hey, man. It's levels, bro. It's levels to this, bro. And DJ Regan said a UK rapper ruined his chance to have a connection with Kane. He could have had an OG to talk. Yeah, and not only that, because that's a great point. But also, do you know how? Do you know how many people love Big Daddy Kane, man, worldwide? And you never seen a situation where Big Daddy Kane was uh, in no kind of beef, and Big Daddy Kane just cool and laid back and just doing his thing, man. So one of the worst things that you can do is to make yourself an enemy or do something out of pocket to somebody that people love. Because now you're gonna turn this whole base against you, and people outside the base is like, why does dude do that? All attention ain't good attention. Well, they got some views. Man, I ain't hungry for views like that. I'm not trying to make myself into a hated person because I disrespected the legend, man. That's like coming to Houston and saying something bad about Screw. That's the easiest way for you to put yourself in danger. You come to Houston and be in the right around the right set of people and fix your mouth to talk crazy about Screw in Houston. Do something disrespectful in the name of Screw. You got the suicide wish. Hold up, man. Hold up. Hold up, man. Stop the presses, man. I'd have knocked the lens off the camera. Man, we got the OG. We got to do an OG salute, man. We got Klondike Cat in the chat, man. South Park Coalition OG himself. We just got through talking about you, Cat. We just mentioned your name. Cat, you in Philly? What you doing out there in Philly, man? Who you shredding up out there, man? Hey, man, OG salute to Klondike Cat, man. I need to see peace signs, power fists, 100 strong arms, hearts, love, everything y'all got, man. Y'all drop it in the chat right now, man. For the OG Klondike Cat. He's up in this thing, man. OG salute to the fullest. Yeah, man. Show my brother some love. We just got through talking about you, Cat. I don't know if the energy reached all the way out there to Philly. And he was like, Cat was sitting there minding his business, and he was like, they're talking about me. Let me get on the chat. Y'all was telling them that you got some projects in the works, rap and the Diamond Dre project and the SPC project. Yeah, man. Cat out there on that East Coast. On that East Coast. So Ron say, what's the black thing above the lens? That's the lens, man. That's the thing. I just had a little thing. I didn't pull it, what you call it out. So not the fear. Yeah, we finna do that first single, y'all, to the South Park Coalition album. We're gonna do that Betting on Me. Not that y'all know what that song is, but that's gonna be the first single. It's gonna be a song called Betting on Me. So we getting ready to do the video. When you getting back, Cat? So we gonna hit the ground running. Yeah, man, y'all drop the homie Klondike Cat some love. Yes, sir. Oh, the album drops. Your project drop after the SPC project. Yeah, man. Okay, cool. We're gonna spring into action. We're gonna spring into action. Yes, sir. Yes, indeed. Man, y'all out there in Philadelphia, y'all don't know. Y'all got one of the hardest rappers in the world just lurking around y'all city. He just out there lurking around y'all city, boy. No, when I slammed the thing down, when I saw Cat, and I slammed the thing, I hit something, made the lens fall out, just everything went haywire. Everything went haywire. But yeah, man, y'all remember what I said. South says YouTube robbed me of $5. I don't know what happened. The money got withdrawn from my bank account. Don't know if you see that. Man, I don't even know how to deal with that. Just like the dude who came on stage with Kane. You had to contact YouTube. Don't be mad at me, man. I ain't do it. Yeah. But see, yeah, when people get that comfortable being that disrespectful, man, that's a dangerous thing. That's a scary moment. Don't get that comfortable being disrespectful. That's when you are actually you on your way to a rude awakening. You on your way to a rude awakening. Will you have any songs with zero in the future? I don't know. It's possible, man. Zero moves in mysterious ways, and Cat knows this to be a fact. See, the way zero works, you might not hear from zero for 4 years, and he'll just hit you out of left field and say, "Hey, man, come on, let's work, let's go to the studio." So you never can say, you know. Hey, is that "Remember Me"? That's gonna be on your new album, right? Me and Cat got a song. I'm not gonna break down the intricacies of it, but y'all gonna love it. Y'all gonna love it. It's gonna put some stuff on your mind. Okay, yeah. It's called "Remember Me." Trust me. Trust me, y'all gonna remember it. OG Critic says that song "Material Life" hits on another level. See, this somebody who know Klondike Cat. No, no, not on Audio Optics. It's gonna be on Klondike Cat's album that's getting ready to drop soon. It's called "Remember Me." Do I have a song with Cambada? When I first got on the chat earlier, somebody asked me about Cambada, and I know y'all been wanting the Cambada collab for the longest. I hit Cambada up last week because I had lost his number. So he sent me his number. I'm gonna call him this week. We're gonna put it together, man, because I know y'all been on my head about this Cambada thing, and he was on my head about it. So, you know, I was the one who dropped the ball, but I actively did that to make that happen. Like, let me reach out to Cambada and get this thing going, man. I know y'all want it. So it's coming. It's coming. Mac number 9, I see you up in this thing, man. If y'all are not subscribed to my channel, make sure you do so. Also, make sure you go to the Underground Dialogue podcast, which is my podcast channel, separate from this one, right here on YouTube, Underground Dialogue podcast, and subscribe to that channel as well. And don't just subscribe, watch the content. Check out the videos, the interviews. We just interviewed Young Star, Want to Be a Baller. Dope interview. Young Star always is real honest and real candid when you talk to him, man. So it's a good interview and a good learning tool. Who is Sabak Red? Say back Red. Whoever it is, much love. Man. Steve, what's up, Steve Rio? You know, I don't even tell people to hit the like button no more. I don't even say it. They hit it, they hit it, they don't, they don't. I stopped doing it. So I'll let you do it. I'll let you tell them. Nah, man, I'm sorry, bass. I don't really listen to a lot of rap. I don't listen to my own music. I don't. That's right, KSUE. Knocking pictures off the wall. Want to be a ball. This man got hits, man. I stopped telling them to hit the like, cat. These my These are my little brothers and sisters, my nieces and my nephews, but they hard-headed. They bad. That's right. I'll be listening to Sam Cooke and Prince and Run DMC and I was jamming I was listening to the Stylistics the other night. I was on here about 3 o'clock in the morning listening to the Stylistics. Stevie Wonder, that's right. Prince. I to tell you, man. I'll be jamming Hall and Oates. The Bee Gees. I was listening to the Bee Gees the other night. Air Supply. Jovan, you usually cover these words. He said you should make a song that breaks down the combinatorics and permutation of mathematics. Well, if I find out what those first two words mean, maybe I could. Miko Hall. Miko Hall says, what's up, y'all? SGT, Sergeant at Arms, okay. Average white band. Pick up the pieces, cut the cake. Angel Assassin, what's up, man? I'm shouting out to a lot of new names that I don't see all the time. Codeine. Someone had a nerve to put March Day over Prince. I was like, the nerve. Yeah, you know, Prince wrote all the Times music. He wrote and produced all that stuff at the time. So I love March Day. Don't get it twisted. March Day is a bad dude. I went and saw March Day. They had a free concert downtown a few years back. I went to see March Day for the first time. Still got a tight stage show. But yeah, but you know, Prince is the one who created that, the whole concept of the time, and he wrote all those songs. All those songs that March Day sings, even to this day, Prince wrote that stuff. So Prince is just on a different level. But, you know, don't get it twisted. March Day is that dude, you know. And Jerome with the mirror, yeah, cat. March standing there with the mirror, Jerome hold the mirror for him and then spin out with that mirror and break right into the steps, right into the dance steps. Gigolos get lonely too. Yeah, Prince wrote all that. Smokey Robinson. We gonna do, you know what? When we did the for those of y'all who haven't watched the Underground Dialogue podcast, we did a couple of episodes called the Rap Draft. Where we had a panel and we just put a bunch of rappers in a big pool and we took turns drafting our teams. Each one of us had 40 rappers each on our team. And we wanted to let the people decide who had the best roster. We did local, we did all H-Town rappers, rap draft, and we did just everybody, like mainstream, just everybody, the guys you hear on the radio and all that. So we did 2 different rap drafts. We did the mainstream version, we did the Houston version. So maybe we'll do a rap draft with songwriters. I saw somebody put Smokey Robinson. Smokey Robinson, one of the greatest songwriters ever. You know, so you got Smokey Robinson. You got people like Tom Bell, who just passed, who wrote. See, a lot of these songwriters, y'all don't know them by name, but y'all know them songs. So you'll see that whole list of songs that these people have wrote, but you never know who was the one who wrote them, but you know all their music. So we might just do a songwriting draft one time. Yeah, Prince played all the instruments. See, Prince could fire his band and not even miss a beat. I think he did that before. Mac number 9, you locked up? You locked up and you're on the chat? How they doing that? Where you at, Mac number 9? How'd you get on YouTube? They doing that now? Jeff, Bill Withers. Yeah, Bill Withers. What's up, JD? The boy JD was a friend of mine, but I ain't talking about the one that stole the Alpine. Yeah. Who a troll? Oh, Mac #9 is a troll? Oh, come on, Mac. You a troll, man. Say it ain't so. Say it ain't so, Mac. Talk to me, man. Tell me you not a troll. Tell me you one of the real ones. Tell me you a real one, bro. Make me know. Prove everybody wrong. Show me that you are one of the real ones, bro. That you ain't got time to be trolling, because we grown. It's hard. I cannot believe, I would not accept that a grown man is on a YouTube live stream trolling. I can't accept that. I can know Mac #9. I don't believe that. Tell me I'm wrong. Tell me I'm wrong. There's no way you're a troll, man. No way you in the pen, man. Come on, man. I don't believe it, man. I'm trying to help you out, man. I'm trying to make sure that my team, these guys are here, man. These guys rock with me, man. I don't want them to bring down the avalanche on you, bro. Because we have mature, um, respectful, knowledgeable, logical conversations in here. We don't do no trolling. We don't do no trolling, man. And it would be hard for me to believe that you were locked up in the pen and what's on your mind while you are incarcerated in prison would be to be trolling on a live stream. I can't believe that. I won't believe it. There's no way, man. I know for a fact that grown people are more mature than that. I know it. I don't believe it, man. So I'm going to wait for you to say something that proves me right and shows the world that you are not trolling your big brother. Let me see. I'm going to see, y'all. I'm going to see. Y'all might be right, man. And y'all know what's going to happen if I find out he trolling. Y'all know what's going to happen. I find out he trolling. He shall be rolling. Yeah. I'm looking. I'm going to wait, man. I'm going to wait. I'm going to see. He ain't got much long because I'm going to get off here. It's time to eat. The video's about 2 minutes. Jim Carrey, sexual alchemy. The world needs your opinion on the biggest topic. What's the topic? Sexual alchemy. What is he talking about? Mm-hmm. First of all, Doyle, you got to spell my name right, man. Come on, man. You came to this whole page and my name is all over this place. My name is behind me. That go my name right there. That's my name right on this poster. That's my name on that poster. That's my name right here. My name is right here. My name is all over the place. There's no way you can misspell my name. But I will answer your question. You said, do you think that hip hop will return to conscious rap? It never left. Rappers never stopped doing conscious rap. The powers that run this industry, they suppressed conscious rap. They took conscious rap and slid it to the back burner because they didn't want to wake up the listeners, the audience who were consuming conscious rap, consuming it financially and consuming it mentally, because it counteracts the agenda that's in place to deteriorate the minds, to make us unconscious. So now drugs, sex, violence, materialism, all these different things That's the kind of rap that's put more in the forefront. So it's still rappers. It's probably, you got to understand, there are more conscious rappers now than it's ever been, just by default, just from the fact that it's more rappers than it's ever been. Everybody ain't on that crazy stuff, but it seems like conscious rap is not um, in existence or as prevalent as it was because they suppress it. They want you to rap about killing each other, so it'll make our young people actually go out and do it. They want us to rap about being on dope so we can actually go out and start being on dope and killing ourselves like that. They want us to talk about being thoughts and strippers and hoes and pimps and so we can kill ourselves like that. There's a bunch of rappers still dropping that. We see now the objective now is we have to go search for conscious rappers now, which we shouldn't mind doing. We should not mind doing it. See, the hidden hand says got to keep you docile with the mumble rap. I mean, I wouldn't have a problem with. Look, it ain't about the mumble rap. It's about the kind of rap that you mumble. If you mumbling the right stuff, then go on, mumble on. See, it's what you say, ain't how you say it. Sometimes it is how you say it. Lester, I appreciate the love, man. Hey, man, let me get out y'all way. Let me get out y'all way, man. I appreciate the love. Time flew. I've been on here way too long. Al Green, yeah, no question, Robert. All right, man. Catch y'all later. Before I go, man, don't forget, y'all go subscribe to my podcast. I want to see the subscriber count jump. And y'all check out the content. Is Young Buck in my top 40? I don't remember. We did a draft. I don't know if Young Buck was on there. He might have been on there. I don't remember. Go check out the draft. I don't remember though, but I got respect for Buck though. All right, I'll catch y'all later, man. Peace.